Hey guys, it's Oracle Daphne. My name is Beth, and I'm back again for your finance-focused monthly tarot horoscope. This is for everyone with their sun, moon, or ascendant in the lovely Aquarius for the month of May 2015. Now, I did talk a little bit about the deck in a video I did about the series. You can watch that video if you want to see more of how this deck is going to kind of work and a little bit more of why I chose to use it and how I'm going to be using it. But I do want to make the disclaimer that even though this is a finance-focused reading, this is a general reading. This is not, this is for entertainment purposes only. I'm not legally responsible for, anybody that's going to go out there and gamble, or going to go out there and make financial decisions based on this reading, okay? So, I'm not responsible for any of that, and so this is just really for entertainment only, and I hope you enjoy it. So I did lay out the spread. I had to stop my video. I think I just got overexcited and I started talking, and it really was not how I wanted it. So basically, I'm going to start again, and the first card, and again, this is for everyone with their sun, moon, or ascendant in Aquarius for the month of May 2015, and this is the finance-focused reading, okay? So we got this card first. You can see this is it says a young man who's fair, who is a student. It can indicate a new job or someone looking for a new job. It will happen, I wrote on there. And it says, and you will love it. Okay, it says hard work will lead to financial gain. Just be smart about your choices. Okay, so this, I don't feel like is you, Aquarius, although it could be Aquarius guys. I feel like this is for someone. I feel like this is someone you know, Aquarius. Okay, this is someone you know that maybe is a young student who's trying to find a job, who's just trying to, get somewhere in life, and they're just starting out. Okay, they really are just starting out. This can be male or female Aquariuses that are looking for a new job, or that are trying to make wise financial choices, but they are and have been making wise financial choices. So any issues with finance is going to improve because of your choices. Okay, that you've made either recently or that you're going to be making. Okay. And I feel like this is money that's coming through your job, if you have one, or that's going to be coming through a new opportunity to you. Okay, so this is money that you're making. Okay. Okay, so the card that's crossing you is the moving card. And for all of you who know, I've moved 19 times and in my lifetime, and so I detest moving with every fiber of my being. Now, this is not just moving as in, moving, home base, okay? This can also be travel, and this is it also is moving away from any kind of trouble that you've had with money or hardship. It says life changes that will bring financial prosperity, a journey that will go well, and it says making a good decision which will ensure prosperity and love. Okay, this is a new home or a new life. It says also, I wrote, to travel far and to learn much. So with every new experience, whether it's moving or whether it's traveling or any change, it raises your vibration. A lot of people don't know, okay, that's what the universe is asking us to experience. It's not asking us, we did not come here to just sit in the same job for 100 years and sit in the same house for 100 years and rot, okay? It's the universe wants us to change. Every time we change, our brain creates new patterns, okay? And so the more we're doing that, anything with change, it's actually really good for our brain, okay? But also, it's also good for our vibration, our energy. It's good to keep moving, So I feel like some of you are going to be moving, actually moving. But this is also moving away from hardship, maybe because you got a new job. For you to get the job plus maybe some of you do have a job and it's going really well and there's financial prosperity there. There may be a new opportunity for some of you. For others, that's more about getting the new job and then finances will follow after that. To me, that's a natural progression. So it's going to be different for each person. This is a general reading, so if you want something more specific, please email me, elizabetholson31@gmail.com. Okay, so that's what's going on. And then in the distant past, I still see this card as the foundation. Okay, and the foundation colors the whole picture. Okay, and this is the Justice card. It says the checks and balances, working to balance your budget, indicate extremes to one side or the other, arguments over money, or in relationships, this can indicate an equal partnership, which will bring much prosperity. This is like a love partner turned business partner. So to me, this is about partnerships. This is about if you have your own business, you're going to either be meeting someone or you've already met someone that you can partner with. Okay, this is also having someone, if you're not in a relationship, meeting someone that you fall in love with that ends up being really great in business, really helpful for your business, and you're very helpful for their business. So, and this is also for those of you, you do need to. There is that. Some of you who aren't having relationships at all and you're flying solo, this is checks and balances. This is balancing your budget, making sure that you're not spending too much on little things or, things that are, planning for a rainy day, things like that, making wise decisions about your finances. This is making, big purchases. Some of you are making big purchases and you're not really thinking through the repercussions financially, okay? So some of you, it's partnerships. I feel like it's predominantly a partnership of some kind that's going to be influencing you in a positive way in the month of May, okay? Now it's interesting. In my Shadowscapes deck, there is a liar, cheater, thief card, and this is also a liar, cheater, or thief. However, this could be you. In the recent past, this could have been you, or this Aquarius, specifically males. Could also be female though. Or this, I feel like it's somebody else. I feel like it's somebody who's like that, that's either cheated you in some way, lied to you in some way. This is a person who acts without discretion. They just, they think they're not going to get caught. Okay. They think that, and I wrote, little do they know the truth always comes out. It indicates a person who's distracted by sex and relationships and needs more career and money focus. Okay, so it's just interesting because I was talking in my video about this deck how there are relationship cards here. Okay, and it's not just finances, and it's interesting. So to me, it tells me that in the recent past, your blessings, your financial blessings, were blocked because of a person who was cheating. If you were that person who was cheating, whether it was you who was cheating on your spouse or your girlfriend or boyfriend, or whether it was you who was cheating with someone who was cheating on their spouse or girlfriend or boyfriend, it still blocked your blessings, okay? I feel like this person is not around you as much. You need to make sure you're not thinking about this person anymore, that this person is really needs to move into the absolute past and not be part of your circle at all. And they kind of just need to fade into the distance because they're blocking your blessings. They were blocking your blessings, okay? So, and just so you know, I mean, it does block your blessings if you're in a relationship with somebody, or even if you're thinking about a relationship, and I know this is hard, if you're thinking about somebody who's in a relationship already, it blocks your blessings. Now, if, like, say for instance, you know, you're single and you just happen to know this person, just be careful around them. Be very careful. I think this is past, but at the same time, if this person is still around and you know who this person is, keep your eyes open. Keep your eyes peeled for this person. And, you know, just be very careful about who you're talking to about money, what you're saying about money. You know, not everybody needs to know what you're making as far as your finances. Not everybody needs to know how you're doing, you know, financially. Okay, so I just feel like, though, mainly because I see this so much, I feel predominantly this is you either liking someone who's unavailable, or being in a relationship with someone who's unavailable, or knowing somebody who does not act with discretion, and somebody who's cheating. Okay, someone who's lying. So now switching gears with the card that you have that's crowning you is this beautiful card. This is the Two of Swords. And this is true friendship, okay? True friendship, it says to like someone, to be emotionally attached. There's attraction, unconditional love. It says, yeah, that's basically it. It says to love. Oh, it says to love unconditionally. So this is friendship. This is someone that you may like, but this is having friends. Those of you who may not have a lot of friends, to me, this should be your focus. This is crowning you right now, and maybe, you know, the focus is you're thinking about, you know, talking to people and having new friendships. The friendships that you have actually unblock your blessings. So it's sort of like, you know, your financial situation in the past was blocked by, I feel like, this person, this liar, cheater person who's negative, okay? But now your focus is on friendships, and these friendships are basically going to be bringing a lot of prosperity for you. Now, I know the Two of Swords and pretty much all the other decks does not mean true friendship, but in my deck, it does. And this is maybe just what you're looking for. If you haven't found this, this is what you're looking for. Someone who's there for you, someone who's, you know, emotionally on the same page as you. Aquariuses are all about friendships. So to me, it doesn't surprise me that this is coming up in your reading. And this is the key to you having financial prosperity, is networking with people, is having good friendships, having that constancy in your life. Because here's the thing, in a lot of people's lives, family isn't a constant, you know, especially those of us who've grown up and moved away or whatever, and your family may not even live near you. So friends are very important. So you do need to focus again on friendships if you haven't been, and that will definitely bring you a lot of prosperity. Okay, in the immediate future, you got a coin card. Call it a coin card. And this is, let's see, this is the Seven of Pentacles. And it says improvements in finances, promotions, and an increase in income for both man or woman, okay? It says the reaping the rewards of hard work. Business shows an increase in profits steadily, okay? This is a harvest of treasure. This is the harvest. This is an overflowing bank account, okay? So some of you are going to be, in May, doing really well financially, really, really well. And I don't even think you realize how well you're going to be doing, okay? So those of you who have been working really hard, I feel like everything, especially those of you who have a small business or are in business and you're working really hard, you're working like a dog every day, you're going to see financial improvements from that. People are going to be, you know, calling you and messaging you and it's going to be, they're contacting you in some way to work with you, and you're going to just see a lot of reward. I feel like in May, it's a great month for financial improvement. Now, it's interesting, the more coin cards you have, the better financial outlook you're going to have. So you have 2 coin cards here. The next card that I'm going to read is actually the 10 of Pentacles. So we have the 7 of Pentacles and the 10 of Pentacles. And so the higher the coin card, the more prosperity is really, the weather forecast here for you is sunny, okay? And so the 10 of Pentacles is actually in the position of your emotions, but because I don't see the Celtic cross being exactly like I normally see it with my shadowscapes, I just think that this is something that's going to be, this is an element to your life that's going to be in May, that's happening in May, okay? And this is abundance, okay? The 10 of Pentacles is abundance. This is happily ever after. This is abundance in family, love, and riches. And this is the desire to have, a nice house and money and someone to share it with, okay? This is, if you're in business, this is a gold mine, okay? And the opportunity is, if you have any opportunities, it says opportunity is also gold, and I wrote do it, okay? So those of you who are wondering about, is this business going to be good, or should I do that in business? This is a business opportunity that is going to be a gold mine, okay? Now, if you're comparing more than one business, I want to do a private reading for you to see. But I feel like this business, if you are thinking about a certain business right now, that business is really going to be good for you, okay? And this is having it all. To me, this is having it all. This is wanting to have it all. This is not just you wanting to have, to have the simple things in life. No, you want the big stuff, Aquarius. You want it all. You want a family. You want someone to share your financial abundance with. You want love. You want, maybe a nice house or in a place that you can call home, So you have this moving card and you have this card in connection with it. So I feel like you're going to, at some point, get what you want. Because you have both the 7 of Pentacles as well as the 10. To me, it's really good. Really, really very prosperous time for you in May. And if you don't have it, like to me, because this is also the desire of having it all. If you're not able to achieve it all in May, well, you keep working on it, if it doesn't happen, okay? But I feel like the energy is there, okay, for it to be good, for your business to thrive, for you to have everything that it is that you want. It's so funny, you've got this, I call this the psychic card. This is the High Priestess, okay? And the High Priestess is, I think of her as me, a psychic or medium, It says, wanting to know the future, seeking answers with a psychic or medium who has deep insight. Secrets are revealed, answers are given as messages, but the decisions that follow are yours to make. Only ask questions where you want to know the answer, okay? It's interesting because, this is what I do for a living. And obviously, I have my own take on these cards, and I have my own input and my own thoughts. And I do get clients who ask me questions, and they have been disappointed in the answer. And maybe they didn't want to know the answer, or they disagree with the answer. They're like, no, that can't possibly be. And it's important for you to think through. Sometimes I think it's best not to know things. And sometimes it's good to have clarity and to know. But you have to come to that point where you're willing to accept the answer, Were you willing to accept, okay, whether it's good or bad, for better or for worse, this is what I want to know because it's going to give you clarity of mind, or because it's going to help you make a better decision. Obviously this is what I do for a living, so I'm not telling you not to seek answers. I'm always asking questions. I'm always looking for answers. However, there's a point in time in which you need to think, okay, what is it that I really need to know? What is it that I really want? What is it that, what answers, what are you going to do with the answers once you get them? Basically, it's like, okay, so somebody tells you, okay, so somebody says your husband's cheating, for example. What are you going to do with that? Are you going to get a divorce? Are you going to talk to him? Are you going to yell and scream? Are you going to throw dishes? What are you going to do? Are you going to get a lawyer the next day? It's sort of like one of those things you need to be prepared to take action in a way after, or not, or in some cases, not any action at all. Because the thing about it is that, well, sometimes when we get these answers, it confuses us more. It makes us more paranoid. It makes us worry more. It makes us, and not all answers, some answers, okay? Because then we have to take action, Then it's like once we know, once we're no longer in denial, then we need to accept maybe that guy or girl really wasn't into us, or we need to accept maybe our husband or wife is cheating on us, or we need to accept that the only way to, to improve your finances is to get a job, or work harder, So these things are things to consider once you've come to that point where you want answers. Think through, okay, what is this answer going to do for me? If I find out A, the husband is cheating, or B, the wife is cheating, what am I willing to do about it? Some people just sit on the information and don't do anything, but I always think that it's best to be prepared for the tough answer. That's all I'm going to say. So then you also have the Emperor, okay? And, the meaning on the card, it's this realization. This is the light goes on in someone's head, okay? Someone who is intuitive and bright. Reality brings clarity. This is a higher perspective. It's so interesting because to me, we were just talking about the High Priestess and getting answers. And the thing that's followed by this, it's sort of like you're going to seek out, Aquarius. You're seeking answers. And the reality of it, you're going to, I feel like she, could be me, could be somebody else you're talking to, is going to bring you some clarity, okay? And then it's like, okay, this clarity is going to change you, okay? And you're going to see things from a different perspective. This is an organized businessman or woman. This is a business that is run with strength and willpower. This is also a solid foundation. It says, I always think of this, this card. My dad always used to say, use your head, and I wrote that on here. And I also wrote things to do, things you want to be, okay? You want to be imaginative, you want to be creative, you want to be patient, you want to be brave, and you want to be alert, okay? I'm getting there may be someone in the future that you run into that may be in a position of power, okay? Either you're in a position of power or they're in a position of power. And be smart, okay? Whatever comes up, whether they enter your life or whether this is you, think things through, use your head, and I feel like you're going to meet someone who has a very solid foundation, or you're going to have a very solid foundation in the future. It feels like there's a lot of change. I'm getting a tingle on that. There's there's a lot of change elements that could be happening in May, whether you're moving or getting a new job, you know, you're moving away from, you know, people that aren't good for you, and you're focused more on friendships and having fun. To me, there's a lot of change elements, but to me, I feel like you're going to get to a point where you actually really have a very stable foundation. Either you're going to get it through your partner, through a marriage, or this is going to be you. And anybody in business, this is, you know, the business is going to be very booming. I'm getting business is going to be booming, and it's going to be very organized. And you may want to do a few little things to organize it better, but I feel like your business is going to be really, really successful in May. Now, the outcome is really cool. The outcome is the Queen of Pentacles. And this is someone who, this is riches, opulence, and luxury. It says, or the desire for them. This is a motherly woman who loves her garden, who loves her husband and children. She is generous and is meticulous in business. She is great with money. She's a great business partner or as a romantic partner, okay? So that's the outcome. I see this as being the desire for, I feel like this is the desire for great wealth, okay? It may not be that you end up very, very rich in May. However, because you have all these other very positive financial cards, you may have more money at the end of May than you ever thought you ever could, okay? Or you may have more money than you've ever had in May. And it may be that you're kind of going, well, do I take a cruise? Do I go stay in a nice hotel? Like, what do I want to do with this money, you know? And some of you are going, and I can feel it, some of you are going, well, I already know what I would do with it if that was me, you know? For some of you who aren't, you know, who aren't making money hand over fist, this is somebody who, this is you dreaming about this, okay? This is the dream. This is what your desire is. Some of you, it's just about you being very good with money and very smart about it, very wise about it, because you have the Emperor. She's the way she's sitting right on top of the Emperor, okay? I know it sounds really bad, but this is kind of how I see these cards. She's sitting, to me, he is the foundation. He's like a rock, you know? He's solid, okay? He's the Emperor. He's the king. He's the, you know what I'm saying? He's on top of the world, and he creates a very solid foundation. And I know the Emperor in my other deck is not so good, so Emperor here for her is very, very good. This is a solid foundation. This is I feel like the relationship between her and the Emperor is really, really positive, actually. And I think that for those of you who are in business, you know, you could be the Queen of Pentacles, and, you know, your husband could be the Emperor, or business partner could be the Emperor. You guys really work well together. This is a solid foundation. This is the Emperor giving this Queen of Pentacles a solid foundation, which she doesn't even really need, because she is kind of, I feel like she's an independent businesswoman all on her own. But you kind of come together, and it just makes it like, wow. You guys have a lot. You may have more than you ever thought you could together. It's a great combination, I feel. A couple of things. The High Priestess is calling my attention again. This card is calling my attention, so I'm going to talk a little bit more about it. I know I did, but I'm going to talk a little bit more about it. What's calling to my attention is that she's looking at all these cards. Okay, this is what's coming in from the outside. So she's looking at the whole spread. In a way, she's looking back. She's able to see things with the higher perspective, with being like, okay, in the past there was this person that wasn't so good. You know, she's going, okay, you know, and what I guess Spirit really wants me to tell you is that you already know these answers. the High Priestess is somebody who's able to just kind of bring those things to light. And some of us are in denial, so we don't want to hear the answers, but she's able to do that. And it's important that you use your intuition, that you keep in mind going forward. It's important, I guess, that you learn from the past, that you learn from this person that wasn't so good. You know, you learn that, okay, this person blocked your blessings, not to do any kind of business with this person, not to be in a relationship with this person, to avoid anybody who's in a relationship, to avoid anybody who wants to bring you down in any way. She's looking at it from a different viewpoint. I guess she is there, whether it's me or somebody else, another psychic, or whether it's yourself. It's to learn the lesson of what's kind of happened, you know, what you've been through, to look at it and say, okay, what did I learn from this? And how can I grow from this? And how can I move on from this? You know, because to me, May is an incredible time for finance, but also growth, personal growth, I feel. I feel like this person is somebody you've outgrown, okay? It's like they're a thing of the past, you know, it's like an ex-boyfriend or something that they just become a thing of the past. You know, you're over it, kind of. But I just feel like mainly she's teaching you. She's there to teach you. Your intuition's there to teach you. Psychics are there to teach you what you already know, but to see it differently. And once you do see it differently, all the pieces are going to click in for you. And you're going to be like, oh, okay. You know, this is not somebody who I want. But this emperor dude is somebody who I want. This emperor dude is someone who's going to create a solid foundation for you, Aquarius, whether it's a relationship partner or whether it's a business partner. I feel like you're going to be really on solid ground at the end of May. It's a very, very strong relationship there. So that's all that I'm getting for you, Aquarius. A lot of very positive stuff. If you have questions, feel free to email me or message me. If I don't respond to messages as much as I just can't get to all of them. There's so many. But do know that I read them, and I appreciate them so much. So I wish you all the best in the month of May and beyond. And feel free to reach out to me if you'd like to do a private reading. I'd love to do one for you. So, all right, I send you guys big hugs, big kisses, and I will talk to you guys again soon. Okay, take care.